I now recognize myself for 5 minutes of questioning. Director Farrell, thank you for being here today. We have seen that recent concerns over privacy, public safety, and national security have led to restrictions on drones from certain foreign manufacturers. Given these concerns and these restrictions, how is the industry affected by requirements imposed by the National Defense Authorization Act?
Thank you, Chairman Guest. So I believe that the United States industry is playing catch up. I think that the commercial market and first responders have had access to cheaper Chinese technology in particular for quite a while. I think that we had heard testimony around the program that DIU has that has certainly led to advancements and investment in U.S. manufacturing. I think the CHIPS Act and other efforts in order to bring the technology back here, to invest in the critical components, the autopilots, the camera systems, have made a lot of headway. If you'd asked me this question several years ago, I think I would have said we're pretty far away, but recent investments, recent technology is really showing vast improvements. The work that we're doing through Project Justice is meant to support DHS components in their procurement processes. You heard about the bottleneck at DIU. One way that we're trying to support industry here is to give them an alternative pathway for DHS procurement processes where we do our own vetting, we do our own cyber vulnerability assessments as well as critical component analysis. And that opens the door for DHS components as they choose to request and look at different technologies to be able to give other manufacturers an opportunity to sell and to ensure that the components have a safe product at the end of the day. So all that to say is the NDAA requirements have truly caused some bottlenecks, but we are working rapidly to try to alleviate those and enhance the American product and as well as ensure the safe operations.
And Director Farrell, you mentioned Project Justice, a partnership between DHS, S&T, and the Raspet Flight Center there located at Mississippi State University. Could you just give us a kind of a brief overview of Project Justice? And then you mentioned just a moment ago, but maybe go into a little bit more detail, the work being done to support the Department of Homeland Security.
Absolutely. So Project Justice was started as the Common UAS test site back in 2016. We exist now in our current iteration as Justice Next Gen. It's the Joint Unmanned Systems Testing and a Collaborative Environment Program under the Air, Land, and Ports of Entry portfolio. As a part of this work, we support all of the components for their UAS testing as well as research and development needs as it relates to UAS as well as other associated technologies. So as DHS gets a gap within the UAS world, they'll reach out to us to be able to analyze that. And this can take many different forms. It can be looking at the landscape of commercial available products. It can be examining what exists within our research portfolio to understand what can fit that space. It can also be custom UAS development. We've developed UAS that the market wasn't providing for HSI, an entry-level drone that had some really great capabilities. And it can also be items where, like air domain awareness, we just delivered a tool for DHS that provides air domain awareness, leveraging the beyond visual line of sight capabilities that remote ID are meant to provide. And then also a broadcast through an ATAC system to give situational awareness. And we demoed that actually at the university's campus around a football game scenario. We've also leveraged the program to support FEMA Region 4. So we actually flew the Taros in support for Helene as well as Debbie. And that was a really great showcase of a 44-foot wingspan aircraft, 24 hours of endurance that can distribute live video and tiled imagery. Those are just some of the things we're doing, but truly, I think that the portfolio, given the partnerships, given the collaborations with our Assure Center of Excellence, as well as the other industry partners, really opens the gamut for what we can provide to DHS.
Thank you, Director Farrell. As my time has now expired,